Welcome to Future Talk. On today's program, we're going to look at the digital home of the future. How will the new electronics technology make our homes more functional, more secure, and able to provide us with better access to both information and entertainment? I have two guests. Rich Green is president and CEO of Rich Green, Inc., which designs high-end audiovisual systems for clients such as Steve Jobs, Larry Ellison, Gordon Getty, Rush Limbaugh, and many others. It's been voted one of the top 100 design and installation firms in the country for the past 5 years. Matt DiMaria is Executive Vice President and General Manager of the Roxio Products Group of Sonic Solutions, which is one of the leading providers of digital entertainment to the home. In his 25-year career, Matt has held leadership positions in a broad array of technology companies. We'll start our discussion shortly, but first, Future Talk recently went to the Connections Conference in Santa Clara. Put on by Parks Associates, the Connections Conference is one of the top annual events for showcasing digital home technologies. I interviewed Jim Hunter, Chief Technology Officer for a company called For Home, on what his company does. So let's go ahead and roll that tape.
We're a company that provides software solutions to enable connected home services. Now, connected home services are basically those services that a service provider or a utility or even a company selling products to the retail can sell to the homeowner that will enable them to have remote monitoring of their home or home control remotely from anywhere in the world.
What sort of things would you control or monitor?
Well, that's a great question. You would monitor things like IP cameras, being able to remotely see before you enter a home who's in the home, as well as to check on maybe your son when you're on the road, as well as control. Great products are available. For example, Ingersoll Rand has a Schlage line of products, door locks, where you can remotely allow access into your home from anywhere in the world using something as simple as a mobile device. So
there would be an iPhone app that would enable you to control the system?
There is an iPhone app that enables you to control the system, but not just the iPhone app. Any basically glass that you can hold in your hand, from a PC to a TV to a tablet, all of them become pieces of technology the customer can interact with their connected home with.
So let's say you went on a trip and you remember that you forgot to lock the front door, so you could then lock it remotely?
That's a great example. You can lock it remotely. You can unlock it remotely as well. So, for example, your friend calls and says, hey, I need to get in to feed your dogs. You forgot to leave it unlocked. You can also buzz them in and let them unlock it.
Now, is this product already on the market?
The platform that really what the software does has actually been in the marketplace for about 3 years. You don't know it's our product because we're a white label company. That means we actually sell our product and enable hardware companies to have that functionality without putting the For Home name anywhere in front of the customer. A great example is the different hardware that's available from different manufacturers. This is a great example of a product using something from Marvell called the Shiva plug. This is a game changer. This is a 1.2 gigahertz computer. It's a netbook that you plug in the wall and you can have services go into. We just announced a press release yesterday, actually, with this product working with our software as a connected home energy management product.
Now, how do you actually control the devices? Do you do it on your PC? So there's an application on the PC and you can program it that it turns on all the lights at a certain time every day and turns them all off at a certain time?
So absolutely, that's one option. That's automation. Really what we're talking about is the consumer, and it's important to give the consumer choice. So they can do that as an option, but they can also use other devices. For example, we can use something like a key fob, and if I wanted to turn on the whole house, I can do that just by pressing one button. We have the lights come on. They can do it from their mobile device. So for example, if I wanted to be able to connect to my mobile device here, I can just launch an app on an iPhone, for example. And this app allows me to see my cameras. It enables me to control my devices, unlock the door we spoke of earlier. All of it basically at their convenience. So also using set-top boxes, a PC, it goes on. Everything's connected, and that's what we enable is the control and the usability of those connected devices.
Now, how is the marketplace for this? Does it look like you're going to be able to convince the public that everybody just has to have something like this?
It's a great question. What is that tipping point? How is this product getting into the market? You can actually probably cite about 6 different examples of how the connected home is coming about. One of it may be the pain point of solving the problem of I need to have a remote monitoring. I need to be able to see, who's in the house when I'm away, so that maybe I can watch in the babysitter or watch on my son or my puppy. That's an example of one of the use cases that could get you in. A completely different use case is smart energy. Being able to have devices automatically controlled, like you described, when the pricing of my electricity changes. So the different applications, the different functionalities that get it into the home enable that platform to go into place, and then you can build on top of that. Say the holidays come around and you want to control your holiday lights. That's another functionality that the consumer can say, oh, I can do that as well with this functionality.
And that was Jim Hunter of 4Home describing some aspects of the digital home of the future. And now I'm talking to Rich Green of Rich Green Inc. And you are also involved in designing digital homes of the future. What are some of the things you can tell us about what you're working on?